Hello, everyone. My name is Kennedy, and I will be discussing the causes and consequences of the decline of oceanic white-tip sharks. So, the oceanic white-tip shark was once one of the most common species of pelagic shark found in tropical oceans all over the world. However, it is currently considered to be both critically endangered on the IUCN Red List and threatened through NOAA fisheries, and their susceptibility to becoming bycatch is the primary factor in the ongoing decline of their population. In addition to this, their population is extremely fragmented. Appendix 2 of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora included the oceanic white-tip shark on its list of endangered species in the year 2014. There are several factors that contribute to the decline of oceanic white-tip populations across the world. Due to their life characteristics like late maturity, low reproductive output, they are vulnerable to population decline and unfortunately with a low chance of recovery. Along with vulnerability to bycatch in the tuna longline and purseine fisheries, they are a prized product in the shark finning industry. Currently, there isn't a global population estimate for oceanic whitetips, but research evidence on stock assessments show that the oceanic whitetip shark has undergone a significant population decline throughout its range. So, why is this decline still continuing? Again, there is no global population estimates available on bycatch or just their population numbers in general. There are several unmanaged fisheries across the world's oceans still, and they are still a prized product in the shark finning industry. So, the future for the oceanic whitetip sharks. Well, currently, the oceanic whitetip shark is the first and only shark species subjected to all four regional fishery management organizations' limitations on retention, transportation, storage, and landing. In 2014, the oceanic whitetip shark was listed under the CITES Appendix 2, and the species was listed as threatened in 2018 under the Endangered Species Act. They were listed under the Specifically Protected Areas and Wildlife of the Cartagena Convention, Annex 2, and the Convention on Migratory Species Memorandum of Understanding for Migratory Sharks, Annex 1. Currently, there is no in place research and monitoring, in place water protection, or in place species management. In April 2020, the Earth Justice Organization did initiate legal action in an effort to enforce the National Marine Fisheries Service, which is the federal agency tasked with the responsibility of protecting and managing the species, to label the oceanic whitetip shark as overfished in accordance with the Magnuson-Stevens Act. A few months after the lawsuit was filed, the NMFS published the overfished designation for the shark. So, what is needed to help protect the species? Oceanic whitetip sharks cannot be managed sustainably for continued use as a natural resource. All retention and landings of the species should be prohibited for as long as the population is listed as critically endangered to allow for its recovery. This involves moving the oceanic whitetip CITES listing under Appendix 1. Implementation of an education initiative is needed in order to understand the complexities of recovery for the oceanic whitetip shark. The availability of specific information lacking on the species, including abundance, population status, life characteristics, spawning locations, habitat features, migratory behaviors, and bycatch data in global fisheries, are some of the unknowns affecting recovery actions. Each uncertainty needs to be addressed utilizing collaboration with shark research initiatives focusing on monitoring and modeling data involving distribution, abundance, population trends, and population structure. We can better understand the species through studying monitoring systems, modeling data, and management efforts. These initiatives can also aid in identifying crucial habitat regions for the oceanic whitetip shark. We also can include initiatives required for conservation and recovery that would involve catch prevention, bycatch reduction, safe release, and capture and reports. Implementation of international treaty commitments are required for recovery due to the global distribution of oceanic whitetip sharks outside of the U.S. jurisdiction. Species distribution outside of U.S. waters gives the U.S. a limited authority over the management measures implemented by other countries and their execution. NMFS Fisheries Science Centers and regional offices, Office of Sustainable Fisheries, Highly Migratory Species Division, and the Office of International Affairs and relevant fishery management councils should collaborate on recovery planning. Along with these relevant marine conservation organizations, shark conservation awareness will continue to be promoted by several government agencies and NGOs, which is vital to the conservation and recovery of this species.